Hello to nobody here. So what is news? Nothing exciting.
Nope, I'm a jobless bum. I've not gotten unemployment yet because they have questions, and the severance pay I think is hold that up while I have it, but whatever. So
Usually you just have to tell the unemployment you got severance pay coming in. Here's how much it's going to be.
yeah, I know I didn't get it sorted.
Yeah.
What's up, Miss So? How you doing?
Hey, Miss So. That's right. We weren't on last week because I went and got my dental shit done. I was fucked up Tuesday, dude. Oh my god. And
More so than normal.
Yeah, it affected me so bad. Had the chills. Well, I was only supposed to be out for an hour. Dope. Okay, she asked. You might as well answer it. Fuck.
I was fired last week Monday.
No fucking good reason.
Interest with an employee. He what I think happened is like this guy was hired a year ago to do marketing for a job I applied for with the same company, and he was hired. And then the boss got a hold of me and asked if I wanted a new job this year. And she said it'd be a combination of marketing and operations. And I'm like, yeah, I can handle it. Sure. So that's how I got the new job. She told the guy that was hired or that had the marketing job that Taylor was coming on to adjust some things and to like give his real estate perspective and a different marketing perspective on it and to help things. He didn't like that. And I think he was kind of scared for his job because like all the marketing stuff he did was just straight out stuff from Canva, which is just Canva templates that he didn't even really tweak. He just used them as is and like filled them out. And like I didn't call him on it because like whatever, it wasn't my job to. But he also wouldn't show me any of his processes, how to do anything. And like I was supposed to like go in the office and train with him, and he like it was two offices. So I was working at one, and then I had to go over and train with him in person at a different one, about 20 minutes away. And I drive over there, and by the time I got there, he'd be like, "Oh, I already did all the stuff." I'm like, "Motherfucker, dude! Like, I gotta learn this." So he and the other guy that I worked with had a meeting with the boss one night and said that I wasn't learning, I had a bad attitude, and was leaving things unfinished. And so I showed up Monday morning last week, and she fired me without any discussion. So
that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, 3 weeks in, and so now I'm most likely moving in with my dad because I can't afford to keep this apartment on the unemployment. And so it kind of just upended everything for me. It's kind of a fucking nightmare. I'm working on it. I'm getting sorted. My dad, he'll be happy to have me, and I get to hang out with the dog and stuff up there, but it's not what I expected. So
yeah.
If anybody knows, maybe especially at this point, remote marketing jobs, let me know. I swear I'm good at it. It's just this last job.
I sent you everything I can find, but yeah, there's not much. City's got a few. All the jobs around here are not going to be probably. Great.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little gun shy about moving somewhere long distance because.
Yeah, I got a living room that's huge that doesn't get used. Nobody is in there.
Oh, you and I can both walk around without pants and be like the odd couple. It'd be great.
I wear shorts. These I don't know what the fuck they are, but they're comfortable. I get home at 5:00 by this point, make some food, then go to bed. That is my day. It will be my night tonight too. I'm so tired. I've been going through so much. The friggin' my teeth. I have to go back into another orthodontist now again. And it's just my teeth still hurt. They shot me up with so much shit. I was out for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I don't know what the fuck the lady did. She did 2 out of 3 of the things I asked her to do, and then fucking I had the chills all day. I couldn't eat. My wife just took me home, laid me down. The next day we went out and spent too much money on our anniversary. But
I'm sorry to hear that. At least you're still married.
Yeah, she's been back and forth. She's heading down to California to help her parents for the weekend. She was supposed to go to the next weekend to a funeral, but her dad called her, and their $1 million house in Fullerton has a water leak on the second floor, so it's fucking up the whole house. So it's all under construction. So they moved into a Airbnb, and they have to be out in a few days to move in a hotel. So nobody at the house at the Airbnb isn't good enough shape to move anything. Seriously, they can't fucking pick shit up anymore. So her dad said, "Can you come down and help this weekend to move into a hotel?" So whatever. Everybody can't do anything. So, I set up I have to go on the 16th of May. I set the ortho so it won't interfere with work because I'm taking too many sick time.
Gotcha.
So I got to go to. That'll be a week. I think we're going to be not having this. Not like it matters, but I got to go up to Logan, Utah. I sleep at a hotel. And I got 3 days of a conference that they are paying me to go to. And then Friday, the conference ends at noon. Then I have to drive down to Murray, Utah to go get my tooth done, which they're going to gas me. They're not going to knock me out, but they use gas and painkillers. So they said, if you hurt me, I will reach up and rip your face off. Because I'm not good with dentists, and it's a bad tooth on the bottom.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. That weekend I'll be sleeping, and my wife is not coming up for that one. So,
gotcha.
No big deal. It's in May. I thought, wait, yeah, that's when she was supposed to. She was supposed to go to the funeral in May. Instead, she's going to her parents' day. We can. I did open up the last mystery box that didn't sell.
Open it up. Let's got in there.
Why not? I got tired. I stopped promoting it. I figured I already knew what the box. What the hell is that? What did I just do? There you are. You disappeared. But it's comic book related. I already know what the everybody reported back to me what the slabs they got were. So I already know what this is, and it's the lower end slab of the whole set. So
yeah, well, hey.
I took it out of its what do you call it, box. I'm working on the next one. If anybody cares, I do have all the. I need a knife. I do have all my slabs ready for it, but this is one of them. But I do have like the first swordsman, and
nice. Hey, he was in Daredevil for like 3 seconds.
Huh?
Well, the swordsman was in Daredevil for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, I know. I finally realized who that was about halfway through. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hang on. So yeah, I did watch the end of Daredevil last night. I must have been late on watching the final episode. But let's see.
It was a cliffhanger end. Well, not cliffhanger, but like.
No, it was a setup for season 2. So
yeah,
that's all. You got a piece of 3D art. That was this.
Oh yeah, nice.
So that was just thrown in for shits and giggles. And some raw books. Let's see what we got. Sorry, I had to drive all the way in to go to a ear, nose, and throat doctor today for my nose. And I don't know how much it's going to cost me. It was pre-approved by the insurance, but I had to get not an MRI. What's the other one?
CAT scan?
CAT scan on my nose. So he found out the problem is on the left nostril. I have a deviated septum that goes like that. So his whole idea now is what every other doctor didn't tell me to do, which is basically keep it moist. And if I keep it moist, I don't have to. It should be fine. But who the fuck?
You have to lubricate your inside of your nose.
I use Musiprin. It's an antibiotic that I put up twice a day. And I'm supposed to spray. He said there's some gels out there too. Okay, first one.
Oh, nice. Yep.
Lower end stuff. This was probably ranged about a $3 to $4 book. So the first 3 things you'll see, and people always go, "You put so many raws in there." The last 3 or 4 raws are just extra books I like throwing in. I usually count them as $3 to $4.
Nice.
PT.
I think I know what show you got that on.
I don't remember. Probably.
I'm guessing it was that one Whatnot show.
I haven't bought anything in a week, so you probably know where I got that one too.
Yeah.
Old Superman. These are all the $4 to $5 books, I think. I like that cover, but still.
Yeah.
Bond. She has a lot here. Oh, man, Detective 600. I don't collect DC, so this was an easy no thank you. I think that's like a $10 book still. I like this cover, but I already have it.
Nice.
Oh.
I hear you, so.
Yeah, I don't even want to think how many medical scans it's going to cost me for the seat. So the insurance approved it. That doesn't mean shit. Oh, and of course, the only old, and Living Laser. The only old book, that book is actually, wow, hold on. Okay, it's just a little white spot right there. I didn't see that. Oh, well.
What's up, Sid? How you doing, buddy?
I think this was like a $40 book. So
is that Department of Truth? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the Virgin cover. So. The Virgin cover, and then maybe this wasn't the least expensive slab. I don't know. It's been a while. I'm not near. I put together a few raw books, but that's kind of what. Oh, and as usual, normal for me. If anybody cares about the cards, they're all Marvel cards. I think this time. So the middle one, which was the bigger one, is a Spellcraft Stories from Midnight Suns. Not numbered, but still. Probably a $10, $15 card. And I think I know what this was. Maybe this wasn't what I thought it was. Oh, okay. Diablo, Black Widow, Hercules, and Dragon Man appearances. Thing and Reed Richards cameo. It was Avengers 42 in the 6.5. So this will be in the new one. The next one's probably going to be much cheaper, like $120. Because first appearance of Swordsman, I got a decent trade on, and I forgot what else. And then I got an old Spider-Man, I think. The one that has, you remember the one that has Shocker firing at the wall with the, you see the cover all the time. I think that's the one it is. It's the Shocker firing at the wall with the, what do you call it? So yeah, I'm pretty much, the next mystery box will definitely be in the $150 range. I think there's an old original Silver Surfer also in the next one. So that's what, it's 3 out of the 4, that one. I forgot what the other one.
I'm debating if I'm going to start going on Whatnot and start selling again. We'll see.
Good. Let me know when. I could always look.
I know. But like I get up. So much has changed since I did it last. It'll be a learning curve and stuff. So.
But Whatnot seems weird now when I go to look for stuff. So I sort by comic books.
Yeah, and it's mostly like other shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's like comic books vintage, and I'm getting Pokemon cards brand new, and I'm like,
yeah, it's orange shit. Their sorting thing is all set up, all fucked up. But
yeah.
Even still, maybe I'll try and sell it on eBay or something. I don't know, but on eBay Live. But
eBay is at $2,500 this year to send you a what do you call it? To send you so that's this year's, and I think they fired so many people from the IRS. They're not even going to be able to do shit next year. So,
well, Doge will take care of it with their software. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if you saw my Empty Thought Balloon Instagram. All the boxes I have to move. I had like 60 short boxes. I got to get up to my dad's house.
Oh wow!
And I still have all the a shitload of stuff there. So I have just too many books.
Yeah, I don't have much here with me. I'm hoping my wife doesn't mean to come down to watch the dogs this weekend. We're down. The one grandkid's still living with us. She asked her if she could spend the weekend, make sure she's home to feed the dogs. I think she's only going Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I said, if you have to, just overfill the dog food, give them 2 big bowls of water. I think for 3 days they'd be fine, but who knows? I mean, because I'm sorry. As of now, the kid that left. Oh, by the way, he did go last. We sent him last Friday to Dallas.
All right.
He missed his connection flight, like I knew he was going to. He just didn't want to go. He's been trying to stay this whole time after we said he's leaving, because he just basically supposedly finished high school. I don't know if he did or not. I got to call the school tomorrow anyway. But so he finally gets there, and American Airlines gives him his biological mother calls with American Airlines. Reports him as mentally disabled, so they go and help him find the next flight. Didn't cost anything, and they give him a $200 voucher. So now he has a way of coming back, which my wife's pissed about.
Oh boy, yeah.
Well, because all of a sudden, there was thunderstorms, bad storms down in Texas. So he's like, I hate it here. There's tornadoes. There's hail. And my wife went into his room. She goes, all of our dishes are in his room. All the missing silverware is somewhere deep in that room. So now on the 3rd is when I'm going down again. And I'm like, I'm just going to start ripping the room apart. It's going to take me several weeks of going down there, throwing away stuff to get it done. She sent my wife this big, it's her half sister, she sent her this long, rambling text message on, he's going to regress if he stays here. He really wants to come back. He thinks he let you down. My wife's like, I want him the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Down. She's trying to get rid of him already. So it's already going to hell in a handbasket. But if he comes back, I'm just not going to tell Geico because he's not going to have access to a car. Because if I tell Geico he's living with us again, they'll charge me $160 a month to keep him because they automatically insure him, even though.
Yeah.
Supposedly his sister's living down. One of his sisters is living with her biological mom too, and because she lost all the girls too. So, and his sister gave her his car to him. I'm like, and he's complaining. He has a car now, supposedly, but he has no money, no gas, no license in Texas, no way of actually using it. But they live in such a remote area, I don't think anybody would ever say a word. Who the fuck knows? Yeah, the seller's account on Whatnot, I thought about going on there and doing it again. It's just so, I don't know, it's so convoluted now to try to go on there and try to sell shit. Because I got a Hot Wheels show this weekend, and I barely have enough Hot Wheels. Really, I made I made $600 the last time I sold. This time I'll pull like 3 because I don't have. I brought a lot of my customs with me. My good customs I don't get rid of, and I'm not selling those cheap. So whatever. But yeah, not much. I did go looking around for comic books and stuff in Salt Lake on Saturday and found jack and shit. There's 2 places in town that are both like consider them antique and collectible stores that have comic books. One, if you're looking for Thor 200 between 2 and 300s, they got tons of them for $4 each.
That's a little overpriced, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, a few maybe below 200. The other one just has a bunch of shit that's been gone through 100 times and there's nothing left to buy. So I don't know.
I ordered a bunch of shit that right before I got fired, I kind of went on.
Okay. I was about to say.
Well, right before, because I was like, well, I'm making more money. I can splurge a bit. So I bought a bunch of weird shit on Whatnot that all has been showing up. And I think the last thing showed up today. Thankfully, it's all packed already. Otherwise, I'd show you some of it. But weird stuff. What's up, Sid? How you doing, bud?
Hey guys.
Fantastic one, number 1, which is a UK magazine.
You got them with you? Let's see them.
No, they're all packed.
Oh, okay.
Hence, this is all I'm trying to. I thought I'd have to get out of here in the next couple of days. I talked to my landlord. I'm on the hook until I can get this place rented out, and so I got to slow down a bit. I'm
really?
Well, at least for May, I'll be paying May rent no matter what. So,
yeah, I think here because the owner of this is the fire chief, and the fire chief owns this with the recorder, the county recorder, and his wife, and so the 4 of them, I think, own the building of these 8 apartments. So, if I lost my job for a reason, the reason I got the job is I'm working at the city. The reason I got the apartments, I'm working at the city. But if I happen to have to move and lose my job, I think they'd be fine with it. My lease is up in May. I told them I need to extend because we still have not. You tell me, okay, here's what we got told by a real estate. You're real estate, so here's what we're told. We owe $250 on the house, right? So that's how much we owe on it. He tells me if we put $10,000 to $15,000 into it, as in replace the floors, a little bit of paint on it, we'll end up getting about $68,000 out of the house.
I mean, it depends on the market, buddy, and I don't know your market. So,
well, this is just how he said. But if we sold it as is, we'd make $40,000 out of it.
Yeah,
and I'm like $40,000 would be pathetic. That means it would sell for $290. I'm going shit. Last time it got reviewed, it was $370 in the shape.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't know the market. I don't know any of that shit. So, Sid, you're looking kind of gray, man. You're getting old.
Yeah, Sid's looking gray.
Distinguished. I mean.
Yeah, just let it grow out.
Nice. How you doing, buddy? How you been?
I'm doing all right. Went to the protest at the ICE detention facility this last weekend.
All right.
I think right now I've been trying to avoid all that shit now because my head wants to explode. I mean, thank God we got
I really think it's time to get in the streets. I'm probably going to start.
I have time just to don't forget it. I can't say what I'm about to say. That could put me in jail. In the end, I'm hearing right before this all started, when they wouldn't reduce my wife's thing, I put in for reduction for her student loans. I filled out 10 pages online of the same exact fucking question. The university no longer exists. They charge her for 4 years up front. She could not finish them. The university is gone, so she has no option. I did the same fucking thing. And so they actually said they're putting her stuff deferred for 4 years. And they got rid of a few of her Pell Grants.
That's lucky because they just announced they're going to
Yep.
be sending a bunch to collections.
Well, the ones that are in collections, they're going to start. The ones that they're overdoing it. Yeah. So we haven't paid anything in like 8 months, and it's now they say 4. Now they said 4 years, or this is about 6 months ago. So, and on top of that, they're no longer. If you only made $30,000 a year, they would adjust your payments based on that. And as of May 5th, he got rid of that fucking thing too. You dumbass orange orangutan. So your bill can go from $300 a month up to $2,000 without a care in the world. So we would be fucked. So
yeah, it's getting bad.
you think? I'm not even gonna get into that because I will fucking whiskey leaks. I like that one. That's my new favorite one. Whiskey leaks.
You want to see something I picked up? The wife got.
Oh, nice.
Huh. Oh,
Now,
cool.
Make him big, Eddie.
Huh?
Yeah.
Eddie, make
This
him
was
big.
I have to. Yeah, hang on. You got to.
this was only a giveaway when you bought the Shire. They just released.
No.
But this is probably the darkest Lego set ever created. That's Smeagol and Deagle, and yes, it's the scene where Smeagol kills Deagle.
Nice.
What?
That's awesome.
Okay, that I would get just for the sheer fun of it. What happens if we do this? Oh God, that's bad. Yeah, that I'd get just for the funny part of it. I still have some. I don't. I guess it was Legos or Big Block. I forgot who did it. They did the Lord of the Rings. I mean, they did the Walking Dead ones.
Yeah.
And I have one where they've got. I forgot the guy's name, but he had all the heads in the fish tanks. So I've got a Lego or Big Blocks version of that, and I actually opened it and made it once. So it's open, sitting in one of my boxes somewhere. It's not worth anything, but still, they were fun to get. It's the only Legos I've played with in the last 30, 40 years. I haven't touched a Lego.
My wife loves puzzles, and I started buying her Legos a couple of years ago. More complicated ones, like they're making them for adults now. Obviously.
Oh yeah, they're crazy.
She's got the typewriter that's like almost functional. All the keys work, and the hammers. It moves the hammers and everything.
I thought maybe is Rob doing something on Tuesdays, or he just doesn't care anymore? I figured.
I don't know, man. I can't keep up.
I was wondering. I can't either. I really haven't even. I haven't watched a comic book video in weeks just because I really can't find the books on the market. I really don't want to order everything on the mail, so I just stopped. I bought Minecraft. I got bored after my last mystery box. Minecraft cards. I shit you not. Yes, but they're way cheaper than collectible cards. So I bought what they call a mega box. I got like 3 numbered cards out of it, nothing big. And then I looked at a GameStop and they had a hobby box, which would be considered a standard box back in the day. Guaranteed hits, and got 3 lower level numbered cards, but nothing of any big deal. So it was okay. Nothing big.
And are these based on the movie or the game?
The game. There's nothing really movie about it. But they have a bunch of different.
Didn't they make them? They made a toy, Jack Black.
Yeah,
for the movie.
I've seen them all with the helmet and everything. I've seen one version about that big at Walmart.
I just know that people go batshit in the theaters and start releasing live chickens and stuff during showings.
I happened one a guy brought a live chicken.
This is like the first time this has happened since what I mean. I remember going to the
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Rocky Horror shows, yeah. Rocky Horror Picture
Yeah,
shows.
but that was a little less ugly and gross than some of the shit's going on now.
Yeah, I can't. My wife won't go see it.
And all that. That's fine. But
these kids are growing up on Skibbity Toilet. So if you want to collect,
I don't even know what the fuck a Skibbity Toilet. I don't even what was the whole Skibbity Toilet thing, because I don't even know what the fuck it was. I saw it sitting there. I have no idea what
it is. The most mind-numbing fucking meme ass shit video that ever came out. Literal shit video. Skibbity Toilet.
The toy and was like,
out of the toilet. It makes no fucking sense. It is mind-numbingly stupid. But they like rehashed it and remade it.
Live chickens. And there's a really
part of the movie where people are nuts.
0.00 in Minecraft. There is a 0.001% chance that basically it looks like a miniature version of the Hulk riding on a chicken. You will ever see in the game that will ever pop in and you can kill it or fight it. I don't even know what happened. I know nothing about it. But in the movie, he shows up. And the moment that chicken shows up with a little version of a green creature on his back that reminds me of a mini Hulk, everybody goes fucking ballistic. There's also at least one, a major guy who did YouTube stuff for years about Minecraft. There's a special, I forgot the guy's name. They did an ode to him. You see for a moment a pig wearing a crown crossing the road. He looks at the camera, smiles, and then continues on his way. And that was some big deal too. I want to see it just for the shits and giggles. But my wife doesn't like Momoa or Jack Black, so she'd rather go see Snow White. And I went, fuck, forget that.
I've never.
Who doesn't like Jack Black?
I've never Minecrafted, so
I'm not a Jack Black fan. I really couldn't tell you. He's okay. It's now fat.
I'm going to avoid both of those. I might go see the new Sinners. That one looks kind of good.
What is that one?
The horror movie in the South with Robert P. What's his name?
Oh yeah, I just saw the previews. I really didn't. Not a horror.
Yeah, really good reviews. And then Thunderbolts is coming out.
That's the one. That'll probably be the next movie. We saw Captain America. I enjoyed it, which should be. Is it out in theater?
I haven't seen Captain yet.
It's not.
I've not seen it yet either. It's not on Disney yet.
Yeah,
no, it's not yet.
So, what do we think of the final Daredevil then? Since we're talking,
I was impressed, although it's kind of I like the dark cliffhanger.
Yeah,
you can tell this season was cobbled together from like two different parts. Like the first episode and then the last couple seem like very different than the middle.
Yeah, the middle tried to story. They then kind of they had to come up with. They only gave it 9 episodes, so it was kind of like we had to come up with a quick ending. And since Punisher was already around, and his special is coming, his 2-hour special is coming, might as well go ahead. And I like that whole part, but I'm trying to guess who the army, who those people are. I didn't get a good look when they.
I don't think they've settled it yet. That gives them enough vagueness that they can bring back defenders if they want to or whatever.
Yeah,
they're smart. They'll wait and tie stuff together as it. Yeah,
it all depends on who.
Why the hell would the Punisher walk into a building unarmed with no plan?
That whole thing was that.
That's not very Punisher-y of him.
Yeah.
I did like him killing, 30 cops. That's great.
Well, what he got out, that was great. But like, just the whole scene, he like walks in and just gets his ass kicked. It's like, what the hell? Like
when that first battle where he saves him, it was so fun to watch. Daredevil trying to be, I'm just knocking them out. And Punisher's like,
this is not the help I wanted. Well, this is the help you're getting.
Yeah, it's like too bad, dude. They're gonna try
I like his version of the Punisher, and I like the character actor for it. Great, he's great. And when they use him like that, it's accurate. It's just that
especially for Disney shit. I didn't really think that much holes and blood were going all over the place. So I was like, damn.
Is there some history for Bullseye spitting bullets?
Yeah.
Okay. Because when he spit the bullet in the cop to escape, I was like, that's a little.
What is that? I forgot what he did during that part. Bullseye without any kind of outfit, nobody has a fucking clue who he is.
Right.
It's kind of
I don't know why they got everybody else in their hoods. Why not put the hood on him?
Yeah,
they should have done something with him. That was just. I think I understand how they or why and but when he went to go when he killed what's his face at the beginning, he should have had something on it to denote who the fuck he was. Because if you didn't watch the first thing, you had no fucking clue who he was. I mean, you're like,
it's still that fallback default position of the comic book. Nobody wants the comic book uniforms because they're too,
That's bullshit.
Well, and I thought everybody wants them. I mean, just look at Deadpool. Everybody wants to see. Everybody wanted to see Wolverine in the yellow and blue.
But I thought Daredevil was supposedly going the yellow because he picked the yellow during the She-Hulk thing. He was getting.
I think they're trying to forget the She-Hulk thing.
Yes, they definitely did.
No, they're not, because I keep on seeing commercials saying, "Go back and watch the things you might have missed," and then they have. I enjoyed the She-Hulk thing. I didn't think it was that.
They should have brought They really should have brought She-Hulk into this. I believe.
Into something.
She should have had a cameo. She was, she's in the city.
Yeah, and on top of that, what
Wasn't
was it?
she? Isn't she in Cali though? Didn't he like go bang her in California, or is that in New York?
Oh wait, she did fly. She did move, didn't she? Yeah. She's in Hollywood now.
Oh, I don't think. Yeah, we'll never see season 2 of that one. Oh, I know. We talked about this last time. I did watch Craven, and I liked it. I mean, I really did. I
I
enjoyed
still haven't
Craven.
managed to see Craven yet.
I
I'm
have not
sure
seen
it'll be
it.
all right. I mean, it can't be Morbius bad. So
I've not seen it.
I enjoyed Morbius was kind of fun, but I didn't really quite like it because I really didn't know who else was. If there was other Marvel characters in Morbius, I couldn't tell you who they were.
right.
And in Craven, I can tell you exactly who he had. You know, it took me. I had to look up a few people. Like I totally forgot who his brother was, so I had to look it up. And at the end of the movie, oh, okay, well, yeah. Look now, he looks all of a sudden exactly like the character. And you understand the whole quirkiness of his brother during the movie.
Yeah.
Because they gave little hints of who he was, and I forgot who the fuck he was. Yeah, She-Hulk was meh, but I'd probably go back and watch it. I watched Deadpool and Wolverine.
It was a comedy. I think they shouldn't have tried to make it. You know, I mean, they should have leaned into that. That's what She-Hulk is always.
I mean, She-Hulk is always a fourth wall breaking comedic character. It's just
I don't think I gotta watch Andor now.
I like Tatiana Maslany a lot, but I don't think she was right for that comedy part. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't think they figured it out. It was just kind of it was meh.
I'm thinking.
I mean, it was much better than fucking Secret Invasion, which is god awful.
I know. I wanted that to be. I wanted that to be good too.
I now can you see those bad ones? I just forget. Like I know, okay, Secret Invasion, kind of remember it. They did kill off the one Skrull I liked. You know, other than that, I'm like, fuck. Okay, that's all I remember about it. But I mean, Captain America was as good as it was going to be. I hate to say, because there's no fucking world like ever that you're going to have. You know, that version of Captain America fighting the Red Hulk and anything happening at the end of that movie, but what happened. There was no other ending to that entire movie that they could have done, because in real Marvel thing, it would have been, "Hi, Captain America. There are your arms. Have a nice day." Movie over. There's not one character in the new Captain America movie that could ever stood up to the Red Hulk. So the movie was essentially just, Harrison Ford showing off they have Harrison Ford.
Right.
I mean, that's what I
think. I'll see it at some point. Thanks for spoiling it, Eddie.
What did I spoil?
Not that I don't care.
Well, you really thought somebody was going to come and beat up the Red Hulk?
I don't care.
What do you guys think of the are we up in arms over the female Silver Surfer?
No, I don't give a shit about that either. It's an alternate universe.
The movie looks good. I don't care. And the character of the female Silver Surfer existed, correct? So
it is an alternate universe, so that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I mean it's not 616. It's because you can see by the skyline and shit. It's the 60s, but it's like a whole different New York and everything. So,
well, doesn't one of the characters isn't Invisible Woman showing up in Secret Wars?
Well, they all are, which means this
they're probably going to merge. I mean, some of these there's going to be a collision of time streams.
Okay.
Like Galactus might eat their universe or whatever, and they might lose this one and end up.
Seeing Galactus walking in the city was kind of weird.
They really didn't show much of it. They
showed
his foot, walking through the city. So I mean that's.
And then they showed a shadow in the teaser. I mean, I think it looks cool that they're hiding them. I think it'll be cool. I'm
looking forward to it. Do we know what's the date on that?
Pascal.
What's the date on that one?
Oh,
it's July, right?
I think so.
Right around the same time, a week or so after Superman, I think.
No, I don't care about Superman. Sorry, there's been so many iterations of that character.
As opposed to the 4 Fantastic Four movies that we've had already.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm just saying. It's just
go try
Lavelle. They should have stuck with Lavelle. I understand. In the new, there's been too many iterations or too many changes from the begin. They should have kept with this. I don't like switching out in the 2000s. I understand that the 60s, those stupid ass Fantastic Four movies that were 30 years ago, the actors are way too old now to play the characters. So I understand you're rebooting it that direction, not rebooting it 5 years later just to switch out the character because for some reason you and Clavel didn't get along.
That's not it. He wanted to reset the entire universe.
Yeah, and what's he done so far?
This will be the first. This is the first movie.
This is the first movie they did? I thought he had
movie.
nothing to do with the Blue Beetle or what's that one though?
No.
Okay.
He did
Those were all previous
cartoon. That's it.
This is his first one. He's done. Yeah, the creature. I was gonna say, go watch Creature Commandos, the cartoon. It's actually really good.
I don't have. Was it Max? I don't have Max anymore.
It's
so.
Max. Well, I mean, you know,
I'll have to re-get it because I do want to see Peacemaker. Peacemaker second season. That I can watch. Peacemaker second season.
Peacemaker, he did Peacemaker. I love first season of Peacemaker. That was great.
Yeah. I love that too. I'm just saying.
And I liked his Suicide Squad. I like a lot of his other older movies like Super and I mean he makes good movies.
They are saying the Thunderbolts is getting good reviews or good, you know.
I want to see it. I mean, it looks entertaining.
I hope so. They're going all in on Waller. They're talking about doing a Waller series, so that'll come out of the Thunderbolts.
Oh, Amanda. Yeah. Wait.
Yeah. You just crossed DC and Marvel there.
Yeah, Waller is DC. I'm going. What? You're talking about what's her face?
Vanessa Contessa,
the one who bought the Avengers building. Basically, is what happened. That's the
Elaine from Seinfeld.
Yeah, Seinfeld.
The Thunderbolt, the one who put Thunderbolts together.
That's her. Elaine.
That's Elaine from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Amanda Waller put together.
Waller put Suicide Squad together in.
You see that movie with the actress who plays Waller? That weird action movie? They're killing people. What the fuck? It was a G20 based on the economic summit or something. She's going to killing people. The funny part is the chick who plays Amanda Waller. I started watching. I watched everything I could at least on Peacock of all the Law and Orders. So now I'm back. I'm now on to Law and Order: Criminal Intent because Law and Order only starts at 9. They have the first 8 seasons I think on Peacock. So I watch 9 to 18. So then in the mornings I put that on as I'm doing my work and stuff. And so I started watching Criminal Intent, and about 24 episodes into the first season, and Amanda Waller plays the same chick plays a dirty cop, and she's just the meanest ass bitch in that too. In that case, she looks like she could kill people. Not anymore. I don't see her as an action star, but hey, what the hell? Oh, what about Accountant Part 2, who's got Berthol in it too? He plays the brother of Affleck's brother. That's supposedly getting.
I don't know. The first one I didn't love, so I don't really give a shit about the second one.
I thought it was okay. I actually bought it, I think, for $5, and I watched it because rented or buy it.
What is that? There's something coming out this week. T-Mobile had a $5 movie tickets for this week. They're doing that once a month this year. If you have T-Mobile.
I got T-Mobile. I just don't even look. I don't know where my phone is. Oh shit! Where'd it go? That's fun.
It's T-Mobile Tuesday, so if you got it,
there it is.
Go into T-Life and save it.
Yeah, there you go. I try to go into T-Life. Let's see what it is. I gotta switch away from it.
I've been buying. I bought Mariners tickets through T-Life for 25% off on Sunday or not Sunday. It's Tuesday.
Tuesday. But we only have one movie theater here, and I doubt it's. I'm not sure if it's not the same system. My teeth are still
free. I think it's through Adam or something. I'm not sure. The $5 is through one of the apps.
Authenticating. Just says authenticating. T-Life has given me so many problems since I put it on here. I don't know why. I've had T-Mobile for 20 years now, so they owe me $5 movies.
I'm not a big fan of T-Life. I think that they screwed up trying to cram everything into one app. It works for the Chinese people, but it does not work for us. So.
Tap here to enter a chance to win a Volkswagen ID Buzz. I'll do that. Hell.
I can't enter any of those since my wife works for them.
I would love to have an ID Buzz, but I'm not lying. I'm the $60,000 minimum. Don't want one that bad.
My cat is losing her mind in the background. I'm sure you can hear her.
Oh, you have to match them. It's fucking hilarious. I matched on the first one. I don't know. Either way. So what's new? What else is new with everybody?
How much it don't?
I'm just reading about this realtor I was kind of friends with in Appleton. She's very young. She's just turning 28. She had brain cancer in 2022, and they had to fight that. But because of that, Now she's not. She's getting she has a vascular necrosis. She's not getting enough blood to the pelvis bone, and so she's got to have a full hip replacement at 28 years old now. Next, so
Oh wow,
Yay.
it's not good.
Hey, I heard the FDA just dropped inspection on milk, so be careful.
Yes, you can add chalk back to it like the old days, and yeah.
We are so fucked. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm tired of this shit. The fucking Democrats and the idiot Republicans that are halfway smart are just, what do we do? I don't know.
I mean, the left needs to grow some fucking balls, but
yeah. $5 movie ticket. Guess what it's for? The accountant.
Go see AOC when they're near you. They're AOC and Bernie Sanders will be right near you in Utah this next month for another one of their rallies.
They're gaining people, but
36,000 people in DC.
We don't see. I don't see either of those people ever getting. Yeah.
What are you talking about? AOC has a $10 million war chest in her fucking campaign right now. Right now. It's not even anywhere near time for her to be for re-election or what she's going to do. She has $10 million sitting in her war chest right now. Because
I don't think they're ready. I don't think they're ready for a woman president now. So
I think somebody who is part of the working class and is working for the working class can reach the working class.
Yeah, they just need somebody. I agree. I think you can't go moderate. You have to
No, yeah, it's all about it's all about working people's fucking problems.
Yeah.
This is and here's the thing. What DC thinks is extremist is moderate and on Main Street, right?
Yeah.
Because that's moderate. People are like, yeah, I like my fucking Social Security. I like my Medicare.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? This Main Street likes that shit. It's only that in DC that's
if they ever figured out health care, whoever figures that one out wins. But
yeah, I mean, get behind the people. I mean, I've been going to some of the town hall meetings for my representative. I have Adam Smith as a representative, so he's one of the most progressive people
here. There's nobody here. There's nobody in this fucking town that's worth going for.
Oh, you live in a 7-person town.
No, there's 30,000 people here. It's in Utah, so it's a bunch of shit people. Yeah. Oh, I'd have to go to actually to use Adam. I'd have to drive 20 miles to a theater to get to go see that movie for $5. But oh well, I'm not gonna. I guess it could Saturday. I'm gonna be Wow.
I mean, 20 miles where you live is what? 30 minutes?
Yeah.
20 minutes?
Well, yeah, I got a show. I can go to I got a 6:45 showing at the Megaplex Theater at the District I could go to. I have no idea where that is. I have a show till 5 o'clock I have a car show until 5 o'clock on Saturday. So I'm gonna sell some shit. So I could always do that if I feel like it for $5.
I think I'm gonna stay in Madison this weekend and have a final rager here before I move back in with my dad.
Nice. Told you I got a living room for
not I rage. I mean, stay up till 9 o'clock and have some beer. But
that's true. Yeah, I was about to say staying up till me staying up past now. I'm ready for bed right now, so I'm done. I'm tired.
Yeah, next Tuesday night I'll be at the Mariners game.
It's not too late to start rooting for a good baseball team there, Sid. Kidding.
Hey, we're 12-10.
I know. I don't care. It's
we won our last.
I was talking shit just to talk shit. I do not care.
We've won 9 of the last 12 games. Yeah. We've won the last 4 series.
I could always go up to Green Bay and watch the draft this weekend, but that just sounds miserable.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be live. It's going to be, out of Green Bay for the first time ever. And that town is not ready for that many people.
I don't know. It says I get the ticket for $5, but when I try to go in there, it tells me the ticket's $17. So I don't know. That doesn't.
You have to put the code in at the checkout. It'll correct itself.
Oops! I just closed Adam. I might do it later. I'm tired.
Anyway,
I'd have to go at 6:45 on on Saturday, which I would mind. I don't mind going by myself. I go to movies. I used to go see movies all the time when I moved to Cedar because my wife took like 3 months to get up there. She was still in Vegas in California, so before she made her way up there. So I was like going to movies every other weekend because I was bored to death. I had nothing to do. Cedar's even, at least, like you said, I drive 16 miles. I end up in Salt Lake City. Plenty of things to do. So,
Salt Lake's great. I lived in Sandy that's where I lived for 3 years.
The food is the only thing I find really different.
There's some good Mexican street carts in Salt Lake. Oh man, they have some of the best Mexican.
Cedar's got like 10 Mexican restaurants. It's just we eat it all the time. I want nothing like that. We ate at a place called Five Alls for our anniversary last week. The check came out to, you don't want to know. Came out to an X-Men number 3 in low grade.
Nice.
So basically, it's a 5-course meal based on whatever you get as an entree. So if you get, I got Wiener Schnitzel. Basically, I got veal, but they fucked it up. It was a veal piece about that big, rounded off, flattened. I couldn't see, it was so dark, couldn't tell you exactly. But then they slapped cheese on top of it, bacon on top of it, mushrooms on top of it, and wine sauce. I'm like, after 3 bites, I'm like, there was too much going on.
It
was too rich.
Stand out. You gotta let the veal stand out. That's not
what?
You guys don't have supper clubs out where you're at, do you?
No, if we did, I'd be fat.
Supper clubs?
I've heard of them. I want to go.
They're kind of a Midwest institution, like, and they're dying here, but like, went to one on Saturday because my buddy bought me dinner because I'm broke, and I had like a 14-ounce prime rib, a queen cut with like trip to the soup and salad bar and side of hash browns. Because I mean, it's just old school. You get an old fashioned to drink.
Isn't it all you can eat for one price?
Yeah. Well, it was $27 for all that. I'm like, there's enough food for like 3 meals because the medium rare, 1.5 inch, prime rib.
Well, that's what Five Alls. I mean, my Wiener. Let's put it this way: the whole meal came out to $250 with tip, and my Wiener Schnitzel was $50, $52. It comes with 5 courses. You get soup, salad, like some little bread things. They call it. I don't get this. There was these little onion bread stick things that were really kind of malleable, kind of look like fingers, but you were supposed to dip them in this stuff, and they said it was clam dip. But all I could find was cream cheese with green onions. I don't get that. If that's called clam dip, they told me there were clams in there, and I ate the whole fucking thing. Nothing was chewy. Either way, whatever. But my wife ended up with the fillet and
probably pureed clams,
crabs, and crab legs, and so hers was like 105. And then I got a side. Instead, you can order extra side dishes. Not really, but and it ended up being like I got like a cold crab. Dipped in with this whatever. It was good. It was. I mean, in the end, it was worth it. We got drinks and all kinds of stuff. So, but still, $250. Oof. We went to I took her to surprised her with a trip to. It's called Thanksgiving Point. Why the fuck you call it Thanksgiving Point is beyond me. And we went to the Tulip Festival. But by the time we were there, we'd walked around like 3 museums. A place that has animals and stuff and the butterfly thing, and our legs hurt so bad I rented a golf cart. Kind of my fun. It's right next to a golf course, so they have golf carts. You rent them, and you're supposed to go left goes the golf carts, right goes the people who walk. 2 different paths. So you should always be facing the people as you come to them. They should never be walking in front of you as a golf cart. Well, idiots every time would walk fucking in front of me, and I about ran their asses over. We did 3 rings around this place in 2 hours and then called it a day. It was fun. I don't know. Still costed a good amount of money. So that alone was probably $140 because of the golf cart, and we got unlimited tickets to all the things at Thanksgiving Point. But it was fun. Okay.
I'm just having a conversation with Ellen chat because nothing. Talking about supper clubs and Ren Fair and Renaissance Fair and turkey legs.
The only Ren Fair I still consider the Ren Fair is the Southern California one that's gone. They moved it to another area. It's totally changed. It was there for 20 years up through high school and college, that was the place to go. And during college, I got to work the Renaissance Fair. It's one of the only Ren fairs where when you went in to work it, you had to bring your costume, and they had to okay your costume, or you were not allowed to wear it.
Huh.
So I got to work in the pinwheel booth as a hawker. So me and this one young kid sat on the top and just looked down girls' skirts, and I looked down girls' dresses and made lewd comments the whole time. And we got in for free for every day. So yeah.
Fair enough.
I still have some of my Ren Fair costume. My mother made it. It's funny, big white flowing shirt, red balloon pants. I bought a pair of moccasins. I finally had to get rid of. They finally fell apart. A big old, the green hat, the poofy hat.
Yeah, I can see you being a fancy lad like that. Yeah.
Shit, I had a big old sword on my side, a stick. I still have my walking stick I bought at the Ren Fair. The guy. Now here's a fun story behind that. Yeah, I know I'm just babbling. I understand, but it was a walking stick, and the guy put, it's got the leather and then the beads on it to hold the leather in place.
Yeah.
But he had in the wood about this long. I'll find it these times and bring it because I still have it. About that big on the stick, he had carved in a wizard's face. And so 30 years later, 20 years later, I take my daughter to the Renaissance Fair when she's like 18. Right?
Yeah.
That's when she was 14. Her mom had died. So I took her to the Ren Fair, met up with some friends, and I'm walking around, and I had the stick with me. And I find the guy he no longer makes the walking sticks. He does other woodworking stuff, the canons, but it looked a lot like mine. I showed him this. He goes, "Where the hell did you get that?" I said, 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Just freaked him out because it's in mint shape. I don't, it's in good shape. The thing's like about almost as tall as I am, so it's probably about 5 feet long. It's a beautiful stick. But, oh,
nice.
I had still my dragon sword. It was a Vorpal blade with a wood. Hi, everybody, wait. She's staring at the computer like something's happening. We're like, hello, don't mind us.
I think Sid's got us muted.
We talk about Ren Fair. I've got a whole outfit. I bought an $800 set of boots. Like,
wow.
I think my Ren Fair costume.
You're a fancy boy too.
Yeah. My Ren Fair costume, I think, costed like $50. And yes, it was hotter than shit down in Southern California in the desert. It was up near, up right by my college, up near San Bernardino, where they used to carry it. Right by the nudist colony and I'll say this once, you'll get the idea when I say it. The swingers club that was inside of an old school from the 50s or 40s. We'll just go with that. And how I know those two places exist is a whole nother story.
Because you confused him once?
No, the first wife, when we were young, decided to want to be a little on the adventurous side. So
nice.
The nudist colony wasn't really any big deal. I had a friend who ran a BBS. Do you remember what a BBS is? Back in the day when you just had all the phone lines going into your own house, like 30 lines.
Yeah.
You plugged in
I like it, Sid.
Yeah.
Nice.
The secret life. He actually ran his BBS out of the nudist colony. Oh, nice. Yep, that's one of the hats you'd see. Yeah, I never had anything expensive. I had all my shit made by my mom, and I bought a few items, but that was it.
I don't have any of it.
I mean, when I was like, my mid-20s, had spending money, I was like, I'm going to spend $800 on a pair of boots that'll last the rest of my life. And
down in Cedar, where our house is in Cedar, they call it the Festival City. And every year they have what they call the Renaissance Fair. And I thought it was cool. Okay, let's go. It's in a park that's really small. That's not large or anything. They sell plastic guns at the Renaissance Fair. At that point, I went, "You're not a fucking Renaissance fair. You're a piece of shit fair."
I mean, the one that Miss was talking about has a wide mix of some accurate stuff, some not, and
Yeah.
I just bought a 9mm, and I didn't realize the triggers are plastic now.
I don't think my 9's got a plastic trigger. Oh, I was wondering. So has anybody been now? Raise your hand. I doubt these people. I know they went from Renaissance Fair all over the U.S., but this had to be 20 years ago. I know they. Does the Renaissance Fair you guys went to? Did they have the stages where the performers were at? Multiple stages.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think you had ever seen these guys, but I know they did travel. It was like picture like. Does anybody know the old radio hosts Mark and Brian? Okay, either way, pick two guys, one short, one tall, long hair, whatever they look like. Just two guys not related. They did a juggling and joking routine together, and I forgot every year that was like the one of the group to see. And I don't know. I don't know if they did went around like that, but still, it's kind of cool to every year you see the same people. So I've had several exes that worked, and when I worked at my ex was working it too at one of the Bada's place. So she was pushing up boobs all day. So I'd go over there and hang out.
Look at titties. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, look at titties. That was great. Forget it. A friend of mine worked in the booth where they made the armor because they had a whole entire area where they made weapons, armor. They had the whole blacksmiths, the whole 9 yards. The queen did her thing. It was an official Renaissance fair. If you were in there and you worked there, you had to be okayed. Every piece of your costume had to be exactly what they wanted. So it was an actual Ren fair. Every time everybody else I talk to now is like, oh yeah, we've got plastic guns and toys, and that's not a fucking Ren fair. Sorry. Either way. Yeah, I'm not getting into to my young years of. I'm not going to talk about this place. It included indoor hot tubs. We'll go with that one too. That was a fun, interesting time.
Swinging nudist colony. All right.
No, that wasn't the nudist colony. That was the other place.
Nice.
Nudist colony. We went to visit like twice, so we knew the BBS holder, the sysop, and we go hang out with him and his girlfriend, and we go swimming in the pool. That was fun, but that was about it. Nothing exciting ever happened. That place now has been torn down. It was a mobile home park with a pool, and that was the nudist colony. It was right where if you know where San Bernardino meets the mountains, the two freeways come together as you're going to California. It was right on the left, and the Renaissance Fair place was on the right. Oh well, that's all. I forgot the name of the place. I think all of them are gone, from what I know.
Wow.
Back in the day,
I am fading fast. Not even the idea of Eddie in a swinging nudist colony is keeping me awake right now.
Yeah, it's okay. I figured we'd get a little more interesting. I don't even think I've really even told.
Oh, it's a good conversation, man. I'm just dying. I
know. It's fine. I'm dead. I'm done. Well, next week we're good. Next week we're not going to be doing it. Will be the 16th. Can bug Rob and see if he's around. I'm not even sure my wife knows that whole story I just told.
I should be around. There's some nights where I'm just going to be like up and hauling carloads of shit to my dad.
Well, yeah, you can't do it. We're not doing it because I can't guarantee Rob or Jason or anybody else shows up anymore. So I'm not sitting here by myself going, "How you fucking doing, people?" Because Jason's like,
you just tell stories.
Guys up the weekend after next. The next weekend's Mariners, so
gotcha.
We'll be in the stadium.
Next mystery box probably in a few weeks. Have fun, guys. Good night.
Night, everybody. Night, myself.
This so and nobody else. I'm so